The Friendly Folks podcast is brought to you by Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor yet, allow me to put you on. Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or computer so you can get it out the mud. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you automatically on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and other podcast listening sites, as well as providing you monetization options straight off the rip. And on top of that, it's all 100% free. Anchor is for the creative, so what are you waiting for? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And remember, folks, stay friendly. Bro, especially with like black businesses. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
You really don't want to see niggas get on shiesty shit because it's like community. You feel me? Like the ancestors don't want that shit.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers to prosper like a tribe.
Yeah, man. It's just so unfortunate because it's like you try to build with others type of thing, but it's like we talked about already, you just never know people's ulterior motives. You know, it's just, you never know. It's the fear of the unknown that's just so crazy, period. You know, you think you're being a genuine person, but the whole time the person directly across from you just have the totally opposite spirit. They have their own hidden agenda as to what they want to do, you know, and it's like so unfortunate. I didn't even tell you about the last one too, bro. Like, she actually like is actively like selling it, like with my assistant type of thing though, like in my house.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy. That's real grimy. But you know, the real always shines at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't stop where the light is naturally gonna go.
You
feel me?
You can't. You just honestly can't.
You feel me?
And look at us now, like.
Gee, that shit is see-through. Like, motherfuckers be trying to be mirrors when they really windows. Like, bro, the light just gonna go straight through.
Like, literally, bro. Like, it makes no sense. But through it all, that's my best. That's the time where I need to practice on my patience. You know, because it's easy to get riled up and go super crazy in the moments.
Right.
Like, I usually try to take those, like, unfortunate events and take a lesson out of those L's in which I've, like, garnered, you know, nice. With the C.E.O. gummies, you know, and then with the person, like, making the C.E.O. It's just like, yeah, I could be mad, but what is that going to do for me, you know? It's all about channeling your energy towards doing something positive, you know? And that's really, really big to me, like, for real, because it's like, it's so easy to lash out and do some dumb shit when you're angry, you know? So that's why I always, like, when I run into these encounters and it's just like, damn, I have to like really find out how I'm gonna deal with the person for real. I try to do it in the most positive way possible, but in a positive, dismissive way as well too. Yeah. You know, it's just like, you know, it's so unfortunate. You know, I didn't think I would even be going through things like this. I didn't think people would have the guts to even want to do these type of things. But it's just like, hey, these are the twists and turns life throw at you. You feel me? You just gotta go with the jab they throw at you and keep on rolling. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing, bro.
Feel you 100%, man.
Yeah.
I feel like bars like that, you know, there's no better time to introduce the man behind the wisdom.
Master Roach has got this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, mic check, 1, 2. What's going on? It is your boy D. Alonzo Lang. Thank you all for joining me again for another episode of Talking Toke, talk show hosted for the folks, by the folks. I'm your friendliest of folks, D. Alonzo Lang. And I got one of my brothers here with me today, man.
You know a dude like me, man, I love C.E.O.s. I love to heal people, man. I be feeling like one of those natural herbalists or something, you know? Like Dr. Sebi or something. I get love out here in Chicago. I done sold C.E.O.s on these streets, man. Strawberry, pineapple, mango. As long as people out here sick, I'm out here to heal them, man. I can stop dropping flavors. But if I stop dropping flavors, is the customer still gonna love me, man?
The C.E.O. shaman, you know what I mean? The C.E.O. CEO, the C.E.O. kingpin, nigga. You want to get your health right. You trying to get your body right, your digestive tract right. You know what I mean? Just your soul energy right. Literally. It's something in the C.E.O.s that do something to the soul, G. I'm not trying to play with you.
Better tell him.
You got to hit up my man, Marlon Cykes of Natural Phormula.
What's up? How y'all doing out there, man?
Black-owned business in Chicago, Illinois, specializing in CMOS and different type of healthcare products. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to get him on very, very, very soon because it is June 16th we're recording this. We're trying to get this episode out soon because my brother, man, he just signed an amazing contract with Lacuna Lofts, right?
Oh yeah, Lacuna
Lofts.
Yeah,
See, look,
you got it.
You can hear the money in your name.
Hey, we finna run it up, and we gonna be on Laguna Beach soon, though. So hey, we can do Laguna. For sure, but yeah, Lacuna Lofts, man.
Lacuna Lofts
over there in the South Loop in Chicago.
Yep, man's making big moves, opening up a CMOS storefront. So that's happening Juneteenth, you know what I'm saying? So before that went down, we wanted to go ahead and try and get an episode of Talk and Toke out for y'all to introduce you to the man behind the brand and the vision, you know what I mean? And give you a little bit of information on the CMOS, cause bro, I be trying to tell niggas about the CMOS and niggas be looking at me like I'm crazy. And it's just like, bro, like,
hey, that CMOS explains itself though once it get in your system. So
you feel me?
It's a different beast, man. It's just like you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But if you make them drink it, they gonna like that water for sure.
I be trying to tell motherfuckers, man. Hey, G, they laughed at Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like you said, you can lead a motherfucker to water. You can't make him drink. 100%. But goddamn, 100%. This water looks good as fuck, nigga.
For sure, man. That CMOS like gold for your body, man.
For real, G.
But the main benefit that you hear all the time, 92 of 102 minerals. Your body is composed of 102 minerals. That CMOS has 92 of those minerals. Of those 102 minerals that your body needs, 92 of the 102 minerals. Do you know, like, eating Italian beefs with cheese, extra cheese on it, all that shit, that's not going to give you your right vitamin and mineral intake, right. You feel me? But you got this jar of CMOS gel, in which comes in a variety of flavors, of course. Like, that's just powering your body into a new stage that's never even touched, because you got to think about with our eating habits, you're not getting the right vitamin and mineral intake. Typically in the urban, neighborhoods,
right.
The poverty-stricken neighborhoods, they're like more malnutrition in those neighborhoods.
Right.
So,
chips and shit
exactly. You got stuff like CMOS that we don't learn about growing up. They don't really teach you like those type of survival tips, those herbal remedies, that was brought down from the ancestors and stuff. But if you go over to the Caribbeans, they talk about it a ton over there, and that's actually why I learned about it from in the first place. But, man, CMOS is like gold for your body, man. I'm just trying to put the whole hood on, put it, and further, onto the CMOS and letting them know the amazing health benefits, man, because it's just amazing for your body. Help me get over COVID and everything. So, yeah, it's crazy.
That's dope, bro. We appreciate you, collecting so much wisdom around CMOS, bringing it back to the culture. You know what I'm saying? So, as I spark this blunt, man, Marlon, tell us something about yourself, man. Give us background, man. Let us know something about the name, G.
True. Yeah, so I'm from the west side of Chicago. Shout out 290. I went to John Marshall High School, man. Played basketball all my life, man. Went to college and started majoring in accounting. I'm a big numbers guy.
Word.
So, I got my bachelor's of science in accounting. Coincidentally, the same semester I had crossed as an alpha. Hey, out to the good bros. But
06.
Yep. So, I ended up, going to college, playing basketball on scholarship. Got my associate's degree. Went on to get my go transfer to a school close to Chicago, and enlisted into the Navy. So I'm a member of the United States Navy as well too. I'll make 7 years in July.
So hold on. So college athlete, brother of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Yeah.
The oldest and coldest fraternity on earth.
Yes, sir.
No debating.
No debate.
And enlisted in the Army.
Navy.
No, Navy, my bad. Anything U.S. government in general,
but
Navy, like, damn, nigga,
bro.
That's a lot of different identities to carry, G.
I'm a nerd too, though. Gotta put the brainiac part out there.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
definitely
got the intellect.
That was implied, with the fraternity, brother. We all kind of smart over here. You know
right on.
But hey, we ain't come here to be arrogant. You know what I'm saying? We just came to talk the facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. How did you manage all those different identities? Because I got some homies who are, some student athletes. My line brother, plenty of niggas in my chapter, niggas from high school and shit. So, I have an idea of the student athlete grind, what that puts on you. And you know, we members of the same fraternity, so you know, I know the dedication that goes into that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I for damn sure ain't Navy.
Oh yeah, man. That was a tough one. But man, it's just like when you have a why in life, you know, it just drives you so far. You know, my why in life is what pushes me to exceed so many things. The fact that my family wasn't able to experience so many different things, you know, in life, I wanted them to vicariously live through me, because I feel like God gave me the determination, wisdom, and will to actually go out and start out to do those things, you know. So I really just wanted my family to experience it in some way, shape, or form. So, you know, it's just all about, you know, time management at the end of the day, and your determination and perseverance. You know, perseverance is that P word is just so tough, man, but so important. But the perseverance piece is really, really big. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, I always went by the saying is think about the end and the beginning, you know, and that always allowed me to, like, you know, stay focused on the prize, you know. So that determination that come from God, man. So it's allowed me to get pretty far though.
Hey man, you know, we try to shout out the Most High as much as we can. Friendly Folks brand, whether it's Talking Toke, Village Hidden in the Smoke, or Friendly Folks, or whatever other podcast we got coming out.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely facts, you know. Definitely.
Yeah,
so you mentioned family. I take it you close with your family?
Big family, man. Love family.
Yeah. You mind telling us about that?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, I do have an 8-year-old daughter. Her name is Marlon Cykes. She will be 9 years old on November 15th. So that's a grown woman almost. You know, that's my boss. You know,
shout out to all the black fathers. You know what I mean?
Yes,
that's beautiful, man. That's great to hear.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got an 8-year-old daughter about to be 9. She's awesome though. Straight A student, beautiful princess. You know. So yeah, I'm on her. You know, she's very disciplined, man. She's amazing.
She taking a CMOS every day, ain't she?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's some videos out there with her, you know, screaming for a CMOS. So yeah, I'm gonna tap in with you on that.
That's great, man. That's real great that you got her involved in like your business like that. You know, she knows what's going on. I think that's real valuable to, you know, children for them to be able to see their parents, you know, in their real states.
No, 100%, man. And then it's like, you know, teaching health. This is like, you know, creating longer lifespans. You know, this is very big for the community. This is something that can, like, you know, literally get rid of hereditary, like, underlying conditions that plagues the black community, period. So, yeah, it's a big thing to me. So that's why I like you know, preach it. I sell the CMOS, but I'm even more so big on the education piece. And that's pretty obvious if you check out my social media. Natural Phormula with the PH on all social media outlets.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely noticed, you know, the wellness component in your brand, but more so the intentionality and just what's the word I'm looking for here? It's very signature, you know, like it's very it's not like the stereotypical corporate brand, like it's not like, you know, the Instagram format, like you can tell you from Chicago, like you being you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
definitely.
At the same time, in being you and being your genuine self, I, as a loyal customer since day one,
definitely,
if not, you know,
this is one of my first customers.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I've never experienced professionalism like this, and just like really feeling like the customer is coming first, above and beyond. Like, yo, the nigga be doing damn near 1-day deliveries if possible. Like, that's crazy.
Faster than Jimmy John's, baby.
Faster than Amazon, G. Like, dude be going crazy.
You got half-day Prime. A couple hours Prime. But yeah, man, that customer service piece is most important, you know. The typical, like, you know, stereotypical, like, black business, they always have a common theme. And it's always the customer service piece. It seems for some reason that, you know, there seems to be a lack in understanding that the customer is always right. There's always a way to remedy situations to where your customer is still satisfied. The thing is, people don't have the perseverance to want to go on and on to be able to win over that customer, which is why their business grows very slowly. Me, I'm an extroverted person, so I love people. I love to see people happy as well too. So that's why my customer service is always A1, because I go above and beyond to make life easier for you and to make you feel good at the same time. I do whatever it is to make things convenient for you to where you're feeling good inside and out, and that CMOS has the capability to do that. And also the skincare line that I have as well is good for your skin. I have flawless looking customers.
I bet y'all didn't even know that the CMOS is good for the skincare. Hey, don't worry. I'm getting Marlon to talk about, his entire diverse set of products. You may have heard a little bit of the banter earlier about, CMOS gummies, what I mean? Mm-hmm. Trust me, we're going to get into all that, man. Yeah. But that's real dope, man. I really do think that that character trait, reflects into your business model. It reflects into your customer service, that desire to want to do good, want to help people. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? Because we was just talking about business ethics. I don't know how much of that got recorded, but, I believe in changing how business has been done because so much of capitalism has been exploiting people. You know what I mean? Like, people have built fortunes off exploiting people, and our people especially, we come from the biggest system of exploitation in the history of the world, which is slavery.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then sharecropping, and then the prison industrial complex, which is shit we're still dealing with today. You know what I mean? So, like, when you fall into, I think it's dangerous, becoming an entrepreneur because you can really fall into that trap of capitalism. And get locked in with tunnel vision. So
it can happen very easily. I see it all the time.
You know what I mean? Especially like when you start succeeding, it becomes a lot easier to forget where you came from. So I really do want to commend you for, making that a priority.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That, man. Yeah. No, it really means a lot. There's a deep meaning behind everything that I do. My business is always interconnected in a way to where it makes sense. Like my name, Natural Phormula. I want to do things the natural way. I want to come out with herbs and remedies like our ancestors had back in the day as well too. Everything that God put on this earth for us is on this earth. It doesn't have to be genetically modified or anything. All of these herbs are that we're like sea moss. That seaweed is coming from the bottom of the sea. Like he have these herbs here on this earth. We just have to find them and then find out their utilization, if it's safe or not. That's it. So it's really a big thing, that I have to have that customer service piece because I want to be hospitable. I want to be welcoming to anyone. That's how you grow as a brand internationally, globally. So that customer service piece, you have to have that down. You have to have interpersonal skills because if you can't talk to people, if you can't sell, you're gonna have a problem. You have to know how to talk to people. And you have to be comfortable in any situations. And me being an accountant coming out of college, I was in predominantly white environments, literally. So it allowed me to test my strength and challenge my psyche, in order to be able to survive in those different environments. Now you can put me in any environment. It's so effortless because I've been in all white environments. I've been deep in the hood. Like I've been through life literally from both standpoints, from corporate and the hood life. So it's like, I know what people want. I know what people need, and I know how to attract people. Like, as most people can attest, I'm a guerrilla marketer. Like, I do I do skits. I do anything about CMOS, just to get your attention. I drop buy one, get one deals because I want people to afford it and I want them to have an abundance.
Hey, let me tell you about them buy one, get one deals.
Oh, yeah, and we still going to be rocking the buy one, get ones when I move into the store on Saturday. So definitely look forward to that. It's not going anywhere.
You see what I mean? Niggas don't forget their roots. Niggas don't forget their beginnings. Niggas don't forget the amount of concern, love, and care they put into their business and towards their customers from day one to day 100, man. Yes. That's consistency.
Yes, and that's exactly how you got to be. And people love consistency. And when you act in that behavior, you get something called word of mouth referrals. People that's going to come to you. I have so many people I have never seen a day of my life come and pick up CMOS from me. So I know that I'm doing something remotely right because I have a lot of new customers now. I just hit 1,000 customers too. So yeah, it's busting for real.
Congratulations, man.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Yeah,
it's
but
a great
you know,
milestone.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And I thank you for what you're doing as well too, because people you have a pretty decent audience as well. So I know people are always tapping in with you. So this is a very interesting concept that which you came up with. I really appreciate this, and this doesn't surprise me because you're an alpha, man. So it's like this is the standard, man.
It's part of the brand, man.
You are appreciated for what you're doing, Black man. I appreciate this.
Hey, man, that's love, man. You know, hey, Kings, make sure that you give your brother their crowns, man. Share your crowns, man.
I need my roses while I'm alive.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that, man, because with friendly folks, you know what I mean, every show we try to put out, you know, it's about creating dialogues.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, with Talk and Toke especially, like, I really value the type of one-on-one conversations that we get to have where, you know, I get to really highlight, you know, different faces in our community, in the urban community, you know what I mean? And
that's needed
as well.
And that's needed. Somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do like, because it's just as simple as a conversation, you know what I mean?
And it's
like,
very simple. And you have people that know how to talk to people so easily, like you. And I'm an extroverted person, and I like talking to people. So it's so easy to have a dialogue. It really doesn't take much. Just a little practice for people who have a little timidness, you know, going on. But, man, this is what it's all about. We have to be able to communicate and express our thoughts, you know, in our community and to each other, you know. That's how we're all on one accord, and we'll be able to uplift as we climb. We can stay on the same page, you know, that way.
For real, bro. That's major, because, you know, it's funny you say you're extroverted, because, like, I personally identify as really introverted person, you know, like, really not a super social, but I love people as well, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what shines, you know, at the end of the day, you feel me? Because that's what people value, and that's what, you know, benefits both parties mutually.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, you know, you've really expressed a lot with your background, and, like, how, you know, your love for the people is, like, really inherent to you. You know what I mean? But can you tell us a little bit more about, you know, your hustler sense, too? Because that's, like, a major part of it, too. You mentioned perseverance a lot, you know, and I've known you for, 2017, it's 2021. Damn, time flies,
moving, boy.
Time flies. And I knew time was flying when you said your girl was 8, G. Cause
she old.
G.
But yeah, man. But that hustle spirit, man. You know, you just know, growing up in the hood is just like, that's all you see. That's all you know. You know, everyone know how to, like, being a boss is a thing. You know, that is the thing everyone wants to be. And I've always admired that, and I think that's what formed my entrepreneurial spirit, because I always see that, like, you know, people say boss, and boss is a superior thing, you know. So I was like, you know, I want to be my own boss one day. That I always thought I wanted to be my own boss, and then COVID happened, and then, you know, it was just crazy. March 2020, you know, I caught the COVID.
You were working as a rescue worker at the time, right?
I was an EMT. Yep, I was working for Superior Ambulance. Yep, and I was also in the firefighter academy as well too at that time. I was doing them both simultaneously, and they got down on me. Man. It was crazy, but that's when I learned about my best friend, my bae, C.E.O. That's all I learned about C.E.O., man. That shit done changed my life, bro. Like, it helped me change people's lives. Like, you know, so many underlying conditions, bro. I have customers from everywhere, so many states, so many underlying conditions and ailments, bro. It's just crazy. But it's just like, this C.E.O. is really, really working.
It is.
It's like 1,000 customers, bro. I was doing this out of my mama's basement. Most people don't even know that. They gonna find this out on Friendly Folks.
Hey, man, we really appreciate the reveal of that, man.
Yeah.
But that's what's up, bro, because niggas need to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's humility.
Yeah.
Being able to say that and being
100%.
honest about that. Because, you know, a lot of people really get intimidated by their situation, their circumstances.
They do.
You know, I'm guilty of that, too.
Yeah, it happens, though, bro. It's not like it's an uncommon thing.
It's part of life.
Yeah, it is.
It's part of life, but it's confronting that, you know, and it's the repetition of putting yourself through that growth. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And also being able to forgive yourself in the moments when you weren't able to, when you didn't have that skill set.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's something.
And that's a deeper level of thinking. You know, exactly. You hit it right on the head. That's how it is.
You know what I mean? Like, that's some shit that I had to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you learn by suffering. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, pain is necessary for a lesson. Like, the shit we go through in life is just like, if you're trying to get swole, bro, like,
if you wanted to get swole, you have to lift more weights.
It's
going
channel
to hurt
pain.
more. Yeah.
You're controlling. You're channeling the pain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're focusing on where it's at. Like, you letting it overwhelm you, but you're not letting it break you either.
Exactly.
You feel me? So
exactly.
You grow from it, and you develop new ideas. You start new ventures, and if your heart is in the right place, if your heart is aligned with God, your mind is aligned with God, your actions will be aligned with God too.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Literally.
So like,
it's gonna display in your actions every time.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I always love to keep a positive image, because I know positivity is what we need. We're already surrounded by so much bullshit in Chicago. You have to have some type of positivity flowing in the air, and that's exactly why you always hear his customer service is A1, because I'm so big on that. I love people. I want to see people happy. Just a lot of happy people is just creates a happy environment, and that's just all for the better at the end of the day. No negativity. So that's why that's really, really important, man. And so I try to like really tell people, like, you know, you got to really hone on that customer service piece, because it'll make you or it'll break you, like, literally. And I've seen so many businesses fail because they not gonna go for none of the shit that these people talking about. You feel me? Like, you don't have to do all of that. That's not professional. People are gonna look at you, and you gotta like know your image, know how you want your image to be portrayed. And I tell people that at all times. But at the same time, you also have to be you, but professionally be you, though. You know, type of thing. Yeah. But it's a time and place for everything. But yeah, and that's another thing I'm big on: originality. Like, I don't I want to be me. I don't want to be no one. I don't want to be on TV. I don't care about that, because if I can reach the local people, that's what I really care about. And then if it grows to a bigger state, then yes, I'm going to tend to everybody. But, you know, I don't mind. You got to learn how to crawl before you walk. So I can start local, and that's why now I'm in 20 plus states as well too. So I'm slowly spreading around, you know.
That's great.
And yeah, and that's really big word of mouth, because I had like Nebraska orders, bro. Like
Nebraska?
Oklahoma. I'm like,
Oklahoma.
Whoa. I'm like, what? I had a Japan order. Yeah, bro. It's been up, bro. It's been a really, really,
That's
really successful business. It's like crazy how many twists and turns my life didn't have to take. I went from accountant to EMT firefighter, like all, and then back to CMOS out of nowhere, like, because I caught COVID. If I didn't catch COVID, it probably wouldn't even be no CMOS. That's the crazy part about it, because I learned about CMOS when I caught COVID.
Yeah, man.
So that's crazy. Like, the thing how God works in mysterious ways, like, but that's like the twists and turns that we talked about in life.
That's facts, bro. You want to tell us a little bit more about your experience with COVID and how that kind of led into, you know, you getting into CMOS?
Yeah, definitely. So it was on approximately like March 24th, 2020. And I had just got a rush. I was on my last call. I was working the 2 to 8 shift at Superior. And I just got a rush my last hour. It was like a bad migraine out of nowhere. But then I felt hot as well. So I'm just like, damn, I feel weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I got the chills a little bit. So I went home. And, bro, when I woke up on March 25th, my bed was, like, soaking wet because my body was so hot. I had the fever of 104. I had the chills so bad. Night sweats, migraines, diarrhea, throwing up. It was like a rush out of nowhere. It was crazy. I felt like all those symptoms. I had all symptoms but the loss of taste and smell, which is typically the most common one that people done lost during COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I had all of those, man. Then I learned about the CMOS, and by day 5, I was feeling better. But I was
When did you introduce the CMOS to your regime?
right in the beginning, like when I found out I had it, my Nigerian friend, his name's Frenchie, he told me, he was like, you need to get some sea moss. He's from the Caribbean. He said you need to get some sea moss, bro, so it can expel that excess mucus out of your body. So then I looked it up. He was like, here, my buddy sell it. His buddy name is Manny. So I went on his website and then I looked it up. I'm just like, sea moss. I'm like, damn, it got like a lot of benefits. I didn't know it was like, I never heard nothing like that before. So I looked it up and I go on Google and started looking at the benefits, and it's like everyone was saying the same thing. So I'm like, this sounds like some really strong stuff that's natural and good for your body, and it's vegan friendly. So that's even better, you know, because I love including the vegans as well, because you know they have a lot cut out of their diet, but you know they have things like this that they can use as a thickening agent for most of their foods. Like they can use it for so many different reasons. So it is very versatile. You can use it topically on your skin, you know, as well.
You know, that's a really interesting aspect that I hadn't thought about. You know, that's shout out to the inclusivity on that.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, and the thought process behind you know, like just everything that I can tell, like everything that went into you deciding to make this a business move was very personal.
Yeah. Very,
you know, like
very.
It's so many different populations you talking about serving.
Yeah.
You know, that's really dope, bro.
And it's like, you know, like it was like a tragedy though. Like, you know, I had to go about it. It's just like everywhere I went, people had COVID. It was just so crazy.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I just started making it like, you know, on a regular for like my family. But then people kept asking me on my story, like on IG, Facebook, like, you sell that? I didn't know that was a thing. So I was just like, nah, like, I don't sell that. But then people kept asking me. And then a light bulb went off in my head, like, I can, like, probably sell this. Like, because people are getting very sick right now. The COVID rates were shooting shit high at that time. That was in March when I caught it. So,
right, that's
yeah, it was the beginning of it. So when I caught on and I started making it, like, more often, people just kept asking me. And I just, like, I can really, like, serve my purpose in life, which is to help and serve people. So I further did it. I did it within my fraternity. I did it with the Navy. I protect, serve. And then now I have something that I want to do in life that balances my equilibrium. So now I have all these things that's having me live within my purpose. And I say, if I sell this sea moss and I'm like really helping people, I'm really living within my purpose. This is going to make me happy, especially if it's working on people. Mm-hmm. And bro, when people just kept coming back saying that it really works, like they got so much energy, they don't be tired no more. And I was just like, but I was taking it too, and I was feeling it as well. But it's different when other people tell you they feel it as well, though. So yeah, that was just one of those things. Yeah, you get the verification, right? So it's just like you like, damn, like my dad, he had diabetes, so he started taking it. Then he got weaved off of his insulin, and then my mom had high blood pressure. It's got good anti-inflammatory properties in the sea moss, so it decreases her swelling and everything too, and her blood pressure has been regulated. So it's like good for like so many underlying conditions. It's crazy.
My mama been mentioning her blood pressure been better too.
Yeah,
she been taking it.
Bro,
I don't think she's noticed that it's directly been the sea moss, but
yeah,
I done peeped that since.
Have you had her on it?
Yeah.
Cause you be sending the big jars out there.
I'll be on the ass. I'll be on my family ass. I be texting them mad every now and then. Like, y'all taking y'all sea moss? Nah, go fix that right now.
Yeah, on everything. You be sending 64s out there with them. They can't play around with those.
You know what I mean?
They need to be getting in. That's the big boy.
You feel me?
The 64 ounce jar, hey.
I be getting that for the house. I be getting the 64 ounce just for myself, nigga.
Hey, bro, he be getting the biggest jar. He a real faithful customer since the beginning, bro.
Hey, man, if it works, it works, man.
Hey, and this is my man. He like the natural too, so he always get his original. Everybody love the flavors, but bro be chilling with the original and the superfood.
Bro, because the flavor's not bad. Like it doesn't taste bad. Like usually when you think of like these superfood joints, like they taste like shit. Bro.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Nigga, kale. I'm a pescatarian. I love vegetables. I fucking hate kale, nigga.
Oh man.
I'll eat spinach, I'll eat lettuce, but kale, bro, like, gee.
Can't rock with it.
Gee, anytime you put kale in a smoothie, you instantly know there's kale in this bitch.
Yeah.
Like, there's no denying that shit. But the sea moss,
Oh,
like,
that's true.
Gee, you can mix the sea moss with water, juice,
anything,
food,
bro. So
smoothies.
versatile.
If it's the regular flavor, you don't taste it.
You don't taste that.
I remember the first time I got it, it was like tasty. The second time, I think that's when you added like the mint variant, the little mint flavoring. That shit nice. Like, that shit decent. Like,
yeah,
bro, it's like it tastes good and it's good for you, and I feel like that's what is really probably the best thing about it. Like,
and that's what people want.
It's good to take. Like, it's,
they gotta want to taste it. Like, for real.
G, like, it's like missing breakfast or dessert. G, like, you want to have this. You feel bad for missing this.
Hey, no, for real. And then the energy and shit it gives you is just like a plus at the end of the day. Like, it makes you feel like way better overall. But it's like, it's no surprise because you got to think about all these years our bodies are deprived of these like vitamins and minerals. You got to think about it with the unhealthy diets. You know, motherfuckers eat Thai beefs and cheeseburgers every day. You feel me? So it's like,
and that's just going from today. You gotta think about like the lack of nutrition.
Exactly. They eating this shit every day though, bro. This is their meal. They don't get fed at home type shit. So it's like their vitamins and minerals is not in there. So it's like they start taking the sea moss. You're replenishing your body of everything it hasn't been getting. So now you feel me? You're more energetic. You're more up. It's good for mental and neurological function as well too, for strengthening that. So, you know, it has so many benefits for each of your systems in your body. Like, it makes no sense, like, for real.
For real, man. Hey, while I roll this next blunt up, why don't you I hope y'all been paying attention to all the gems we've been dropping. You know, some might call them jewels. It's been a lot of them, at least 7, you know what I'm saying? So pay attention, you know what I mean? Because that was a lot of good life lessons, life values, and business lessons too.
For sure.
Now we gotta get into the bulk, you know what I mean? We gotta get into the nitty gritty. We gotta get into the motherfucking moss, nigga.
Let's get it.
Marlon,
let's get
man.
it.
Sea moss has so many benefits. We done alluded to so many of them, yet so few of them at the same time.
Woo. So many of them.
Man, you know where square one is, bro.
Which
Tell us, man. Tell us.
Man?
Give us the full.
Want me to drop them the whole bro, benefits?
Give them a break.
All
man.
of them.
Give them a break, G. This is a podcast of
They don't
knowledge.
think
This
this
is
shit
our
rehearsed.
dialogue. Hey, anybody who doesn't know what sea moss does, or anyone who takes sea moss and they trying to put their people on, and they people who's like, oh, what does sea moss do? And you just don't know. You ain't got to tell them no more. You can just send them this clip. Go to the podcast. Go to Friendly Folks. Go to Toke episode 3. Cut this on. Listen to Marlon Cykes tell you what sea moss do.
Hey,
you ain't got to ask me no more questions, bro. Just take it.
These people ain't ready, man. I hope people out there really knows about sea moss in the first place. I'm going to just start there. Okay.
Man, so I first time I heard about sea moss was I think it was on T.I.'s podcast. He had Dr. Sebe's nephew on there, and he was talking about sea moss, but you know, he talked about the health benefits, but I've never seen a sea moss vendor who's so informative like you. Yeah. Like, you really have like this information everywhere. Like, it's in the packaging, it's on the website, it's on the Instagram, like
literally,
it's on your brain, nigga. Like, it's in your dialect, like, nigga, you just be dropping the sea moss facts,
bro. Because like anybody can sell it, bro. Like, but if you can like really educate the masses, that's what's really more powerful and impactful. Like, I don't be knowing what other dudes' goals are, but mine is to leave an impact. So I gotta do something very impactful. So the best way to do that is to be knowledgeable about whatever you're doing. If you're not knowledgeable about it, people can dissect your business and find the holes in your business, which isn't good. So that's why it's good to be very knowledgeable about what you're doing, because people can call you out. And some people are going to ask a lot of questions before they purchase. So you have to be knowledgeable, because they're going to shoot them questions out and you can't get annoyed. That's another reason why you got to work on your patience as well, too, if you got a problem with that. Because customer relations, you got to be patient, because the customer will ask you 10 questions. You got to be able to sit there and 10 them questions and, you know, keep going on with the punches until they're like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to purchase. Literally. That's a problem. People don't get to that point.
Even more than just from like a business aspect, with you especially, being a CMOS, like you kind of play the role of a healer. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And there are a lot of healers in the black community, a lot of aspiring healers. Mm-hmm. As a healer, I consider myself a healer both through, my personal passion with friendly folks and with, my vocation as, a mental health professional, aspiring therapist, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. As a healer, you have to understand that everybody doesn't naturally think like a healer. Everyone doesn't have the natural instinct to, have that compassion and that empathy towards people. Like everyone doesn't have that natural formula in them. See what I did?
I like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like real shit, you know what I mean? So like as a healer, you just reflected so many of those values. Like as a healer, you have to be willing to educate the people. You have to be patient with people, and you can't get fed up with the questions they may have. Like you just gotta have the information. So without further ado, man, go ahead and tell us, man. Like tell us about the CMOS.
All right, man. So, look, first and foremost, let's get to the nitty-gritty. We're going to talk about the benefits because that's what everybody want to hear about, of course. So, as I said, like the most common thing that is known for is the mineral content. It has 92 of the 102 minerals that our body are composed of, literally. So, 92 of those 102 minerals. That's a lot.
Math, that's about 90%.
Yeah, that's definitely. It is very good for your blood. It's a blood purifier, a blood cleaner, down to the cellular level. It's good for your cardiovascular system. It supports like a healthy heart. It's very good for your digestive system as well too, because sea moss is a prebiotic, which fertilizes the probiotics, which is the good bacteria in your gut. It's also increased your stamina, your endurance, and your energy. So you get and it really doesn't take much, but a couple of spoonfuls. But it helps you maintain a healthy weight in regards to like your digestion. It helps you suppress your appetite, so you don't. The minerals make you have a full type of feeling, so you don't have to eat as much. So you lose weight naturally by not even like eating much. It's a good post-recovery tonic because sea moss is known to strengthen bones and joints. So, like, if you're stressing your muscles when you're working out or playing any rigorous sports, you have to be able to replenish your body of those vitamins and minerals. That's what sea moss does. Like, so some of my people who works out a lot, that's my customers, they take it before their workout and after their workout. Because it gets them pumped, but it also replenishes them on the back end. After they didn't strain all their muscles. So it's good for that. It is known to strengthen the immune system overall, and that's what everyone needs right now. We're, slowly dying down out of a pandemic, but, look what COVID just did. Our immune system had to be protected during those times because it was so easy for people to catch COVID, so that sea moss is a good immune booster as well, too, so that's why it was really a big thing. Over this last year because everybody really cared about their health, so they was really purchasing a lot of sea moss from me and stuff. But sea moss also has collagen in it, which is good for your hair, skin, and nails as well too. Is known to provide relief from cold and flu symptoms, which is directly correlated to your immune system. You have to have your immune system strong, so it keeps the cold and flu away as well too. And like COVID is basically like a very exaggerated flu, I like to say, along with is it easing your digestion, is it also remove waste, heavy metals, and toxins out of your body, which is very important because you could put the good stuff in your body, but if the bad stuff isn't getting flushed out, there's going to be some complications in there. So it's known to remove waste, heavy metals, and toxins out of your body, all while replenishing it with the 92 minerals. So that takes a toll on your body. So of course it has some type of diuretic type properties because you have to remove the waste out of your body for it to replenish it with the minerals.
That makes sense.
Yep. So, it gives you increased energy. It supports the oxygenation of your cells as well too with the hemoglobin. So too much mucus in your body is a bad thing. Mucus is essential to your body's defense in a way, but also too much of it is a bad thing. So the sea moss is a demuculant, which means it helps get rid of the excess mucus out of your body. And also it helps people. Sea moss helps people who suffer from malnutrition, because remember the minerals and the sea moss gives you a full like feeling, so you can get full off eating the sea moss, and is known to help protect people from like brain degeneration, like Parkinson's diseases. Like it supports neurological functioning, and that's why I have customers literally that are like 80 years old, and I got one like 87. And this man literally, like, since he been taking that sea moss, he do so much stuff that he didn't used to do. Like, he's really like have that increased energy and mobileness, period. It's just like so like crazy to like even witness. Like, so I have babies taking it and people all the way up to like 87. That's like crazy. And it's like between them 1,000 customers, yeah, it's all throughout. It's so many different age groups within. I can't even say who I cater to the most, because it's like it's really, really spread out. Everybody like really has been supporting, like this first year. It's crazy, and I ain't even finished my first year of business. It's crazy.
That's love. That's a lot of love for real, man. Especially when you think like what I was saying earlier about like lack of generational nutrition. You feel me? Like we get our bodies from our mothers and our fathers. And a healthy pregnancy is so critical to a healthy baby. You feel me?
Definitely.
And for so long, black people, we had to eat scraps. You know what I mean? Like niggas was being given less by the government. You know what I mean? That's not even to mention slavery. You feel me? Like
right.
That shit, like niggas was literally eating fucking chitlins daily.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? As for you niggas who still eat chitlins, you better be taking a whole fucking fistful of sea moss. Nasty motherfuckers. But for real though.
Hey, no, for real though, boy. Clean that shit out of you. For real. You do not need that in your system.
That's major. That's
Hit
a lot of.
And I got to buy one, get one. Come holler at me.
That's major, man. That's a lot of benefits, man.
Oh, and I could have kept running them off, but y'all can just go to the website, naturalphormula.com. Formula with a PH, not an F. But yeah, for sure.
Hey, thank you for telling us about the essentials, G. So like, with all those, I'm glad you mentioned the mucus aspect of it too, because that's part of what makes it so effective against coronavirus.
Yep.
Because it causes so much a huge buildup of mucus. So it's literally like kryptonite. You feel me?
Literally.
So that's really major. That you're very knowledgeable about it, and you go the extra mile. Like you're not just sprouting off facts. Like you take the time to learn the logic behind the facts. Like why does it work like that? You know what I mean? And that's the major.
And that's what's most important. You got to really know the why behind it, and that's what I'm saying. It always comes back to the why. As long as you know the why, I mean, you can go far. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you say, like how I do this and that. I got a why in life. I know my why is, and it's what's propelled me to do what I wanted to do. Always back to the why. It always, that's where it makes sense at, right there, at the why.
It's this framework of thinking. I think it comes from Japanese philosophy. I could be wrong, but I've seen it across like social media and like different discussion boards, and I heard it mentioned. But it's 4 principles that you kind of build your work around. Your mission around. What you're good at, what you're knowledgeable at, what you're passionate at, and what sustains you, like what makes you money. You know what I mean? And when you find those actions that meet all 4 requirements, then it's like a sense of actualization.
Yeah, you hit a new level because you got it figured out now. This shit making sense to you.
Yeah, you're doing shit that aligns with you. You're doing what you're supposed to do. So that's really, I'm really happy to hear that for you, man.
Yeah,
like,
I appreciate that, man.
Because that's follow your passion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your passion, and just stick to it. Focus on how God will reward you, and focus on how you can use what God has blessed you with to help the people.
And including that strength. And because that's like one of the most important things, because within the black community, you go through a lot of mental, like verbal abuse and things like that of that nature, physical abuse as well, So it's really good to have strength. Strength is the most important thing. Like literally, if you have strength, like you can really, really like sustain a lot of things for real.
Yeah, facts. Facts, man. So, now that we've gotten, so many facts about, what the sea moss can do, tell us, man. Give us the natural formula signature. Tell us about the products, man. Tell us about how you apply the benefits to the people, man. 'Cause this nigga Marlon applying pressure, G. These motherfucking sea moss products, bro. This is. I've seen a lot of diverse products. You know what I mean?
I ain't playing.
I love all the different black businesses around sea moss, but Marlon's presentation, Marlon's, way of getting the sea moss to the people, is you've heard how much gas and we've given the brand already, man. Like, niggas just ain't been capping. Like, these are facts, bro. Like,
all the facts.
Tell us, man. Like, tell us, the intention. Some of the products you got.
Yeah, I'll break it all down. So first and foremost, the black and gold, A5A, like simple. That's like, like I like the foundation and the principles in which we were brought up upon. So I automatically knew that I wanted my brand to be black and gold. Literally, that's what it was gonna be. So I figured, I wanted to cater to my, black community. I feel like just that black color just looks amazing. So I came out with the little black gift bags. So I had to think about ways in which I can, like, extend my business and things of that nature, and like keep the customers coming back. So I stapled the business card on the outside of the bag. I got to cut up black grass to put inside of it, and it's like I do a jar of Jolly Ranchers inside of a nice gold bag sitting on top of the black grass. So it's a nice black aesthetic.
Should be looking like grandma candies. Like, just
Jolly Ranchers be on
so
point.
much concern, bro.
Yeah. That's like the TLC. I just put it on it with the Jolly Ranchers. Like, literally, bro. So, but yeah, man. But then I got the different flavors, man. So the thing was, I started off with just the regular flavor, just the original. I knew that in order to make my black people eat it, it have to have something.
Gotta taste good.
It has to have like seasoning or some type of flavoring. So I say I should come out with a flavored sea moss that would entice them to want to buy that rather than just making them want to eat the original one, because most people can't stomach it because it don't taste like nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Sidebar. For you niggas out there who can't drink water because it don't taste like nothing, grow up. Grow up, G. Continue, man. I had to get that one out because that really bothers me.
No, I feel you though. But yeah, I said you gotta get some seasoning and some flavor. So I'm like, you know what? Add fruits. That's gonna entice people to buy it. And the moment that I did that, I seen a huge spike and revenue the next month over. But then, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to drop a sale for the holidays. I said I'm going to always do it. Every holiday, I'm going to drop one. So, yeah. I just gave y'all the tip. But I've been doing this anyway, so don't act like this new. but yeah, every holiday, I'm always going to take care of the people and do it like extravagant, sale. So, ever since I started doing them buy one, get one sales, it was just like, sea moss is relatively inexpensive. I could buy it in bulk, but I can make such a large quantity of it from like a little batch. So I'm like, you know what? I can really help the people by doing buy one get one deals. Because if they I can get 2 jars for the price of one. That'll entice them to want to come back because they're getting more of a quantity. Meanwhile, sea moss doesn't cost that much to purchase type thing. So it's easy to flip, So I like that people are on it about their regimen in regards to taking that sea moss, because I have some very, very loyal clients and they can't go without their sea moss. They come back and get the same thing over and over again, literally. And these are cancer customers, moving around you would never even think they ever had cancer. They beat it and now they're taking this and they're like one of them. Shout out to Robin Fulton. She was just on Facebook. It's one of my homies, his mama. She was on Facebook doing double dutch. She out there. She in Tennessee, bro. I'm dead. But I'm like, that's crazy. She got that energy though. She be on it. She do not go without her sea moss. She know, because sea moss contains a substance, has a substance called fucoxanthin, which is known to fight obesity, and it is anti-cancerous. So it's known to fight against cancer. That's within the sea moss. So by her taking it, she just beat cancer. She's like keeping that shit away from her, like, and that's why she's feeling so good and able to be like doing double dutch and shit like out there in Tennessee, because she has that increased energy from the sea moss, like it's working like that. It's anti-cancerous, you know. So people with cancer is like, I highly recommend them to eat it, because it's fucoxanthin. That's like a FUCOXANTHIN, fucoxanthin.
Gee, this nigga ain't never just spelled.
I just spelled that shit out. Stop playing with us.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, look.
Gee.
Fucoxanthin. That should be every person who has cancer's favorite word, because that is the best thing for them, and sea moss has it in it.
You said fucoxanthin?
Yep, fucoxanthin.
Fucoxanthin. Nigga,
Yep.
add that to your mother.
They better run it back, man. They can spell it out on that.
Word of the day, fucoxanthin. Putting that shit in the description, G.
Fight obesity, look, and fight cancer. What? That's a strong motherfucker.
For
Stop
real,
playing,
G.
boy. I
That
learned
sound
about
like
that
a
word.
nigga.
I was doing all my research when I first wanted to learn about sea moss. That shit kept coming up on me. Fucoxanthin. This is the word.
Hey, they need to recruit that nigga to the Avengers, G.
Yeah, bro.
Fucoxanthin on the scene, nigga.
Oh, anything be fucking shit up in that bean shit.
Over with for that nigga Thanos. G. That nigga packed it up.
Hey, you funny as hell.
Oh man, that's dope, man. So you said you flavor it with fruit, so you know all natural ingredients. That's major as hell.
Yep.
Tell us about some of the flavors you got out.
And so I have strawberry, pineapple, mango, peach, blueberry, raspberry, mixed berry, original, superfood, which consists of elderberry, sea moss, bladderwrack, burdock root. These are some of the top healing herbs. Ginger, which is amazing for your body. Cinnamon, which is also great for your body. And honey and vanilla extract in it. That's the superfood one. And it's like, I made it pretty satisfying to taste. It's the most healthiest thing, literally, because it has all those healing herbs in it. Those bladderwracks. So sea moss and burdock root by themselves give you 102 of 102 minerals. That's without bladderwrack and elderberry. Elderberry is a very, very well-tutored immune system booster. It's for your immune system, literally.
Facts.
Elderberry is great for you. So, but burdock root and sea moss by themselves is like crazy together. So you add bladderwrack, which is good for like high blood pressure and stuff as well too. You know, it's like crazy, like, you know, how powerful that is. That's why I'm happy to see that there's been a spike in the superfood orders lately. So that means like people like really care like about their health, so like want to eat that, because it doesn't taste as good as the strawberry does, but it really, really does like a crazy, amazing job inside your body. It makes no sense.
No, for real, it works. And hey, let me warn y'all about the superfood variant. It's a little more dense than the other sea mosses out there. Yeah. But look, it's dense with nutrition. Mm-hmm. I remember the first time I had it, it was a little gathering at my place when he dropped it off. Yep. You know, it's like a little get together. Yeah. And you know, I'm glad he pulled up when I had my people over, because it was the perfect time to demonstrate just how great the fucking sea moss is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He brought the superfood variant. First time I had it, it damn near gave me a headache the way it just cleared up so much shit from my body. Like, because niggas was drinking. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, like, it's sea moss is a hangover aid too, by the way.
You know what I mean? Like, it didn't sober me up in the moment, but it cleared off that kind of like shitty feeling when you drink it. Like that slowed down feeling. Like, I was just like a moment of awakening for me. I was just like, damn, nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
that superfood is strong, bro. It's so great for your body.
You know what I mean? So, and that's just, you know, the stuff you can ingest. That's not everything with the Natural Phormula brand. Nope. That's, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So you mentioned the skincare. Yeah. Tell us about the skincare, man.
Yes, I got it.
Let me tell you. I was motherfucking witness. The church can say amen, G.
Amen.
G, I bought the starter kit one time.
Yeah.
I ain't never going back to any of them other skincare products again.
We ain't going back. Hey, so I got the 5-piece skincare kit. So I have a daily cleanser. It's made with raw African black soap, a host of essential oils and carrier oils, all great for your skin and cleansing your skin. I have an exfoliating scrub that you follow after your daily cleanser. It's made with brown sugar, oats, cinnamon, essential oils as well too. It is amazing. It feels great. It has honey in it as well too. Honey is a great exfoliator. So it has honey in it. It is like very great for your skin. Has your skin feeling so smooth after you apply it. I also have a rose water toner that's made with organic rose petals as well, with a host of essential oils in those. It smells so great, just like roses. A glow serum, which is most people's favorite because it gives your face that real glow in your skincare routine. Is powered by a bunch of carrier oils, but lavender is the main scent that arises from it, which is a very relaxing scent. So that's really good for your face. And then I have the moisturizer. Is very good. It's mixed with African shea butter and mango butter as well too, with jojoba oil and some essential oils as well too. And it makes a very great combination. It's kind of have like a baby powder type scent. So you follow that after your glow serum application. So it's a very, very big skincare kit. It's been a pretty big hit like these last couple of months. There's been a lot of beauticians and barbers has been adding like the skincare routine to their facials and stuff now.
They should.
So they can make more money. Yeah, it make more sense. So they buy a kit from me and they just apply it if people got the facial and shit. So they actually use much of it like shops and everything, women and everything. I have also a hair growth oil, a beard oil, and a massage oil as well.
That's dope. Very versatile. Very versatile. And definitely want to emphasize, that aspect of versatility because that's why it's serving the people. You know what I mean? Like, you got this huge spread of products. It's so many different ways for people to get this health into their life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you don't like regular sea moss, get strawberry. You don't like strawberry, get mango. You don't like mango, get peach. You don't like peach, get mixed berry. You don't like mixed berry, just get blueberry. You don't like blueberry, get raspberry.
Yeah.
You got options.
Yeah, options.
At some point,
or just get fucking original.
Right.
Like.
At some point, when you start turning down all those options, you got to recognize that it's not the substance, it's you.
It's you.
I mean? And it's
literally, it's you.
Healing
it's you not giving a fuck about your health.
Yeah,
literally.
But healing is like that's a state of consciousness that has to be taught.
Yeah.
It's a state of consciousness that was robbed from our people.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Not just our people, but marginalized America in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
everyone who's
definitely.
not the 1%. You know what I mean? Everyone who doesn't hold power in America, like they robbed us of healing.
Yeah.
They robbed us of the mindset to heal. That's the rat race. Get money, pay bills, get money, pay bills, buy shit to, drown out the fact that you hate your job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not healing.
It's not.
That's not how our bodies are meant to work. You know what I mean? So, like, that's really major.
Yeah, it is.
It's major to have dialogues like this, and it's major for brands like yours to exist, to, bring this shit to the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the opening of your storefront Juneteenth, you know what I mean? That's huge, bro. Can you tell us a little something about how you knew like it was time to take that next step?
Oh man, when I hit it, I realized I hit 1,000 customers, and it was like so many people just been pulling up to my crib. So I was just like, I just don't like that for my people's safety, cause like I'm militant, of course, but I don't want to like have to be hurt nobody like if they pull anything, and it's just like so many people just know where I live. Period. It's just like I just want my family to be safe type of thing. So I'm just like that on top of the fact that I hit 1,000 customers at that same time when I was realizing that as well. I'm like, you know what? I think it's time to rotate because it's like it was just one day. It was like 10 orders like back to back. It's like it looked like a drug house. It was like I don't want that type of attention on my house like that. So I'm like, I think it's time for me to find my own spot, like my own little storefront.
Word.
And then I end up, networking on LinkedIn actually with a guy.
Really?
Yeah, from Inglewood.
Huh.
Yeah, older guy. His name is Vincent Norman.
Power of social media.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, LinkedIn. Yeah, make one of those pages. There is professional networking, and it can turn to more interpersonal relationships. So that dude, guy Vincent Norman, he's the CEO of the Marijuana Hall of Fame. So I met him, and then we was talking, and he was looking at my brand. He was just like, "You got a good brand. You ever thought about like infusing things?" And I'm just like, I thought about it, but I was like, we'll talk. So he been kind of like a mentor like figure to me, and he introduced me to the people at the Lacuna Lofts, the owners. So I met them and told them all about my business, and then they were like very interested in what it was doing, and then the numbers it was doing as well too. So it made so much sense, and then I end up coming back up there with the strawberry and the mango, 16 ounce. Swindle, finito. But yeah, I brought that up. That then he was like, he had tasted a couple of spoonfuls. He was like, yeah, I don't know. I feel something like. I don't know. I feel good though. Like I feel a little like stronger or something.
It's like,
but it was like instantaneous though, bro. It was like instantaneous, bro. He was like, I feel it like already. Like, and I'm just like, that's crazy. Like, but if your body is depleted of those vitamins and minerals, once it gets introduced into your body, yes, that's like a shock to your body. Like,
plugs right in.
Yeah, literally. So now you're like, damn, like now you're really up for real. So that's what it does. It promotes blood flow as well too. So yeah, it is crazy, bro. It's just powerful. Like literally, man, it makes no sense.
Word, man. I think that's really crazy to hear, like the intersectionality between your CMOS brand and his cannabis brand. Him being such a large figure in the cannabis industry. You mentioned it earlier, and I really wanted to make sure that I get back to this point about the things that come from the earth. Me personally, as a mental health advocate, I always advise everyone to do what they can for their mental health, and not to be ashamed of what they have to do for their mental health, whether that's, therapy, medication, other means, whatever. Like, break the stigma. Talk about it. This is a safe space. We talk about that shit, and we don't shame for that shit. We shame for bullshit, and that's not bullshit. That's real shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And as someone who studies this, I'm very concerned about medication and anything man-made, because with big pharma, there's always the mindset of profit. You know what I mean? That's the big goal with like these big companies, and that's why we're seeing such a spike in abuse of prescription drugs. Yeah. Xanax, Percocets, benzos, like all different types of stuff. Like, so, I say that to say the value of us exploring these natural means, like the things that come from the earth, even the vices that come from the earth, because alcohol is dangerous, but at the same time, alcohol comes from the earth, as opposed to something like crack cocaine.
Exactly.
In order to get cocaine, the purest cocaine, they have to drench the plant with gasoline.
Exactly.
There is no form of cocaine that's just a plant.
Exactly.
I mean? So like, with stuff like this, there's a reason why there isn't much clinical research on it, because it's accessible.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you told us, man, you just a humble black man from Chicago. You know what I mean? You have a background that so many of us can identify with. You feel me? Like, and that's major.
And I'm very understanding. Like I'm non-judgmental, because the thing is, if I don't know you, anything could have happened in your life, and I could be judging you and not knowing what have happened in your life. Like, some people have lost like mothers and fathers, and then you just looking at them like, damn, they a bitch. Like, you don't even know, like, they going through it right now. You feel me? Like, that's why I love having these dialogues like this. You actually get to take time and, like, get to know a person, like, and have a friendly conversation, That's what it's all about.
Friendly folks.
Feel me? Exactly. So, like, this is really important, like, to be able to vocalize, this at the end of the day. These conversations are very important for our community. So I'm glad that you have this show that can exploit that. You feel me? Because I feel comfortable on your show, at the end of the day, and that's what it's all about. You have to create that friendly environment. You feel me?
Thanks,
so,
man.
yeah.
Hey man, it's really humbling hearing that, bro, because that's really, you know, the goal of the space. You feel me? Like, we need to normalize talking about the process. You know, we need to normalize talking about trauma. You feel me? Like, so many of us are afraid to share trauma because of what it means to us, and for good reason. You know what I mean? Like, it's a reason why we don't expose everything to everybody, but you know, I'm realizing something because I'm definitely one to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit that I don't talk about that motherfuckers will never guess about me. Yeah. You feel me? But I'm realizing now that, and this applies to everyone, not just me, everyone out there listening. The suffering that you go through, the reason why it defines you so much is because it's about living to tell the story. You know what I mean? It's about living to the next day to have the opportunity to pass that wisdom down.
You know, it's crazy that you say that, because you just made me realize something that I've been questioning like for so many years. So I always beat myself up because I felt like I didn't start accomplishing things until my grandparents died, like that right after. So every time I enjoy, like I gotta celebrate success, I deal with that hurt deep down that they're not here to actually see this tangibly, touch, physically. You know, it's like a hard thing that I always struggle with. That's forever. It's all because I felt like I didn't accomplish anything. But I was young though, so it wasn't like I had even time to. But like, you feel me? They seen 8th grade graduation. That's about it. And then it was like after that, everything went downhill. That was like a lot of hurt. Like grandma, that summer, then that December, like that's back to back. It was like that hurt. And then my dad's father died when he was 2, so I never knew him. And then my only grandfather, like he had had a stroke, so he was just like never right for like some last couple of years. So it was just like all bad during high school. But these are the things that God do to you, so He can strengthen you to be able to tell that story, like you just said. Like they're living through me, like all of these miraculous things that I've been doing out here, with Natural Phormula, like helping these people with their health. Like I really feel like they're proud of me. Like that's why I'm always in good spirits now, because I'm like, I'm really doing something good, and I know they see this because I'm going crazy. You feel me? So it makes me happy. It turns that hurt into like strength. It makes me want to like go harder and harder, and that's why now I'm finna put y'all on to something new. I got something, a foundation I'm finna start. It's called Back to the Roots Foundation. Back to the Roots Foundation.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay.
And basically what I'm trying to do is I'm going to be, I want to just like, crowdfund money from like, grants or whatever sources, and basically be able to purchase a large quantity of sea moss and be able to create subscriptions for people like in the most poverty-stricken communities. Because, it's some communities, like, there's someone mother who has like cancer and they like, they can't work or anything. It's like there's some pretty bad situations out there and they need help. Like having subscriptions, like, free subscriptions to them, people who can't really afford it. Like, 16 ounce a week, which is like, more than enough, but it'll be like amazing. Like, they can get 16 ounces a month for free. Like, through this, like, minority owned foundation. You feel me? This is gonna be really, and it's directly correlated to Natural Phormula. Like literally, it's like a subsidiary basically at the end of the day, because this is exactly what it's all about, the sea moss. So being able to like help like deep in the communities like that, bro. That's where it's gonna be at for real.
That's super dope. That's
some
superhero
man.
shit.
That's gonna be that's going. Now I gotta watch for Big Farm now. You know how they be.
Hey man,
but I got the hood with me. I got the hood with me. I'm good.
Yeah, man, for real. And I really appreciate you being vulnerable, G. Because I recently lost my grandfather.
Oh yeah.
And never had the chance to know my father's mother. She passed before I was born. My father's dad didn't come into his life until I was around a kid.
Yeah.
You know, and then even still, like, you know, I got a chance to know him, but I was really young when he passed away.
Right.
You know, so, you know, very close to my grandmother on my mother's side.
Yeah.
And I was also close to my grandfather on my mother's side.
Yeah.
But I definitely lost, you know, the chance to connect with him over the years, over these last years, because, you know, growing older and, you know, college and venturing out, and then, you know, different traumas in life that kind of just, you know, separate you from family. Like, you know, a lot of people don't take the time to really feel that and have that pain acknowledged by people. But, you know, again, this is for everybody out there. Like, you know, when you go through shit, like how that just makes you, like, just kind of like shut off from the world sometimes. You know, on top of a pandemic, you know, my grandfather passed of, you know, health complications unrelated to COVID. You know, and it's upsetting at times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I can't even remember the last time I really had like a full conversation with him.
Exactly.
For real.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Them grandparents, man, they just the backbone, bro. It's just like once they gone, it's like things just fall apart, go so many different ways. You notice like that's when people start moving away, different states and stuff. Now, when Granny was alive, you know, everybody stays somewhere in Chicago. You feel me, type of thing. So it's like, you know, them grandparents are essential. That's why I feel like I never can let that go, because it's like I know how essential a grandparent is to a family. They are the most essential thing. If you don't have one, things are bound to go in disarray, literally. So that grandparent is very important. So that's crazy. We gotta go through the same thing, but that's why it's crazy. Good that we had these conversations. You feel me? It's like, man, that's crazy. Similarities
the
for real.
Timing of it. You know what I mean?
You feel me? Like that's crazy. But no, that's good that we had these conversations. That's what it's about, and this is how it should always be. Like, you gotta be be open, be vulnerable, you know, because you never know who's going through the same thing you going through, like, type of thing in life, you know. So yeah, it's important, man. But this Natural Phormula, this store, it's going up, bro.
Really looking forward to it, man. Hey, you gotta, before we wrap things up, you gotta tell us what can we look forward to with the release and just the storefront in general, man, because it's amazing, bro. Like that's a huge step.
Alright, so, you know, I just posted a picture on my social media. They paint that joint all black. So, you know, off the rip, all black, the whole
black
place.
Stove.
Yeah, that's
going crazy.
Color the walls, sorry. All black.
Crazy, dude.
So yeah, a lot of black and gold pictures, a lot of gold accessories. Period. Spoon, scissors, stapler, spatula, like a lot of gold everything. There will be champagne served there for sure, for free for the guests. There will not be any hard liquor, just champagne. I just want it to be a celebratory time, smooth like that.
Something classy.
Yeah, you feel me?
You feel me? Leave the bullshit at home.
Yeah, you feel me?
Not on no joking shit. Seriously, leave the bullshit at home. We coming for health and wellness.
Yeah,
and good vibes.
Yeah, we don't need the extraness, you know, in there. So definitely, it's gonna be smooth. Though it's gonna be a vibe. I got the DJ coming through there too, so that's gonna be smooth. And, yeah, it's definitely gonna be a vibe. It's just gonna feel like a historical moment for like the community, bro. Because it's just like, you know, there's not no CMOS like, you know, stores on the west side at all.
It's not.
But like, not only that, I'm like right in the loop, so I'm like
real
in the middle of. I'm
location.
Centralized to everywhere. Literally, all expressways lead there. So it's like it's gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be a very historical time, bro. Because it's like I'm really like bringing back good health for real. You know, to the community, and people are gonna be in there, and I'm gonna still do my buy one get one, so people can have more than enough, you know, at a time, you know. So this is gonna be big for the community for real. I'm really ecstatic about it though. I just can't wait to like, you know, cut that ribbon, like, you know, start operations, because it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I got so much coming out, so much. I got over 150 things coming out.
Wow.
150.
That's 3 digits, folks.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing, G. And I'm really glad you got a centralized location. You know what I mean? Cause I was just talking to I just saw my homegirl Tanetta repost this exhibit thing. I don't remember exactly where it is, but nor do I remember the curator of the project. But I definitely need to reach out because I would love to get her thoughts and opinions on the show because people need to hear about it. The exhibit it talks about how the West Side is kind of segregated as far as public transportation. Not really having access to the city that other neighborhoods of the city have, and that's something that I noticed with my West Side homies. And yeah, folks, we make jokes about the South Side, we make jokes about the West Side. Remember, jokes, in order for it to be a joke, we gotta get serious at some point. You know what I mean? It's love for everywhere in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So like, I really hope that in the future, Chicago leadership does more to improve its infrastructure.
Yeah, definitely.
And not just segregate aside the city like that. But that's really dope that your store is in a location that everyone can drive to.
Yep.
You feel me? Like it's in the middle of the city.
And in an amazing neighborhood too, so it's not even threatening. It's perfectly fine pulling up there. Like it's in a great neighborhood in the South Loop, so there's no problem with it. Amazing infrastructure, period. Though, like the aesthetic inside of the building, just going through it, like people are gonna love it. Like for sure. Coming to get them C-malls and everything else, period. It's gonna be a vibe for real. But man, it's gonna be crazy. But I have so many like things like teas coming out, smoothies.
That's dope.
I got like over 20 smoothies gonna be coming out, and I'm gonna be slowly dropping them just every week, like just dropping something new for a long time. I'm gonna just do it that way.
That's dope.
But yeah, man. So it's gonna be a lot of healthy stuff. Chia seed puddings, like yeah. It's gonna be a lot.
This nigga is bringing all the health.
Yeah, I'm acting crazy. Y'all better eat it.
Dope,
Chia seeds is good for Omega-3 and Omega-6. So yeah, you need those. The fatty acids.
That's super amazing, G.
Yep. I'm thinking about. I make it satisfying to taste. That's the most important part. So it has to taste good. So yeah, it's definitely quality gonna be provided as well too. So definitely look forward to that.
I'm sure the people gonna appreciate it, man. Before we close things out, man, let us know how the people can support you. One more time, let us know your platforms.
All right, so Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is Natural Phormula, NaturalPhormula, Natural Phormula on all three of those. Also, you can reach me at www.naturalphormula.com. That's the website. That's a contact request box on there, so where you can send me messages and stuff. So that works as well. Or you can even reach me personally by cell phone at 773-757-9170. And if you want me to talk about C-malls to anybody that you think should be taking it, I have these conversations all day with complete strangers, telling them like the benefits and how it benefit them, and they be really excited. So I talk to people for people as well too, because some people be hyped about it, but they can't really explain all the benefits like I can, type of thing. So I have no problem really explaining those benefits to the people, and based on knowing their underlying conditions and ailments, I can automatically tell you what's in it, what it does for you, type of thing. It's because it's a wide variety of benefits. It covers everything. So anything that's wrong with you, there's in some way C-malls can be a fix for it, damn near. Just depending on how deep it is. But yeah, it's strong herb.
That's dope, man. It's real dope, man. It's so amazing that you keeping your ear to the people. Willing to talk with the folks. Keeping it 100, bro.
No, definitely.
It's love, man.
The people deserve that. You don't deserve nothing else.
Yeah, man. It's real, G. Thank you. Taking the time right before the release to get in the studio real quick for this interview. Yeah,
we had to pack this one in. I'm like, oh, I gotta get my boy. But yeah, I had deliveries and shipments today. I'm like, hey, I'm finna get out here early. I gotta get over there to my boy today. I can't go. Not 2 days in a row. We were supposed to shot yesterday. I'm like, oh no, today I am coming through 100%. I don't care how many orders I got. So yeah, for my boy.
Much appreciated, man. You know what I'm saying? Natural Phormula. Friendly folks certified. Go ahead and copy a jar.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
just stop at the 8 ounce. Don't just stop at the 16 ounce.
Keep
Don't
going.
just stop at the
Keep going,
32
keep
ounce.
going,
Don't
keep
even
going,
just
keep
stop
going,
at the
keep
64
going.
ounce.
Damn, I give you about one, give you one. Ooh.
Get the buy one, get one free products. Get the kits, man. Get the bundle. Get
You
the mix.
get
Get
one.
the
You
mix and
get
match.
one. You get one. You get
Get
one.
the mix and match so you can get
You
a
get
couple
the Oprah
formulas
special,
in one.
man. Stop
You know what I'm
playing,
saying?
man.
Like, go ahead and get you some, G. Get your health right. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, friendly folks, thank you all for coming out for another episode of Talking Toke. I'm your host and friendliest folk, D. Alonzo Lang, joined by my brother Marlon Cykes and Natural Phormula.
Yer.
We'll catch y'all next time. Peace and
Peace.
love. Blessings to y'all. Take care.
Sir.